what's up? Think you gon' play me, just know that I'm not one of them. Feel like I don't know you, don't come around, no invaders them.
It's your boy Noto, coming to another video, coming to another podcast. And today's podcast, we're going to discuss a post that I've seen. It says, you want me to submit, take me out of survival mode, and I can be a woman. And like, the thing is, the only problem I have with this right here, and actually I'm going to cover this from every angle that I can, from the men and the women. This is not an attack on women. This is not anything, but I just really want to just get you guys in the right frame of mind when we hear this, right? So a lot of women are saying that, oh, it's a man's job to protect and provide, which is true. It is true for a man's job to protect and provide, but it shouldn't be a conditional thing for a man to have a woman that acts like a woman. And I do understand that a woman should not have to submit to a man that's like a bum or something like that, doesn't have any ambition, any drive or anything. I understand that. And no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't like the condition that is under. The condition saying that, in order for this to happen, in order for you to get this side of me, that a man has to do this and a man has to do that, which I understand that a man is supposed to protect and provide. Okay. So think of it like this. What if I say I'm not going to protect and I'm not going to provide, I'm not going to be a man, I'm not going to take care of my responsibilities as a man, none of that, until a woman comes and be submissive to me and treats me like a king the way I'm supposed to be treated. Only then will I be a man. Only then will I protect and provide, once she takes me out of survival mode. Understand how absurd that sounds. All y'all to be looking like this. Right? If a man came out and said that and meant that, y'all would say it, y'all all be looking like that. But if a woman says, I need a man to come take me out of survival mode, then I will be a woman. And that's why we looking like this. Understand that? There's nothing wrong with a woman wanting a man that's genuinely a man and takes care of his responsibilities. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's take this survival mode thing. What is survival mode? Survival mode, you're basically, would you want to survive or do you want to thrive? Survival mode isn't just a financial thing. Survival mode is more of a state of mind as well, because you can have plenty of money but still be in survival mode. So what is it really going to take? Like, you could be in survival mode financially, emotionally, psychologically in survival mode. So it's not a man's job to take a woman out of survival mode. It's a man's job to come into her life. Yes. And it's not our job to make it easier either, but it's a man's job to come into her life, and just to add on to it. There's nothing wrong with that. But under the pretense saying that he has to take me out of survival mode, I don't like the whole savior complex around that. Just like if a man said, I don't want a person that's in survival mode shouldn't even be dating in the first place. Let's get that together. A person that's in survival mode, they have some things they need to handle on their own. I asked this woman at my job about how does she feel about the post, and she was like, I'm cool. I'm like, I can take care of myself. That's what she said. Now, I can take care of myself. I don't need a man to come and take care of me and do all this and take all my responsibilities out of the way. No. I believe in a partnership, and there's nothing wrong with having a partnership, but nobody's saying, oh, you got to be 50-50 and this has to be this and this has to be that. But when you've been with a person, you're going to be in a partnership regardless. So you still shouldn't say, oh, all my responsibilities are left off on this person, on the woman's side and on the man's side. And the man shouldn't just expect the woman just to do all the stuff too as well. It's a partnership whenever anybody comes together. So she saw it like, yeah, she feel like I'm old fashioned. I don't need a man to come and do all that. Now if he gonna take me out on the date, then he's paid, the typical thing. That's what she was saying. And that's like one of the most feminine women I know. But she said, as in survival mode, I don't need a man to take care of me. It sounds like somebody's crying for a savior, then asking for a man. That's what she said out of her mouth now. That's what she said. I didn't say that. I asked this from a woman's perspective, one of the most feminine women I know. And she's older too. And I asked a younger one. So my whole thing is, I don't have a problem with a woman wanting a man that leads, provides, protects. But it shouldn't be a condition for you to act like a woman. And another thing too, when it comes to pay grade and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with wanting a man that's on your level too. But you got to understand, for both men and women, looks play a big part in this too. Like, because at the same time, a person that's in survival mode, they'll take what they can get. You don't want somebody that's in survival mode. The person that's in survival mode doing or do the best thing that's for them, what's best for them. They're not caring about somebody else. So that's why somebody that's even in that state of mind, in that state of living, in that state of financial state, shouldn't even be dating or even looking out. They should be looking within themselves to fix what's broken within them. Something that's broken shouldn't be going out seeking somebody else. Any type of companionship, you need to fix the internal conflicts within yourself before you even try to venture out. That's real right there. Now, anybody that's in survival mode shouldn't even be thinking about dating. They need to be thinking about getting their own lives together, getting their own emotional state together, getting their own psychological state together. That is a person in survival mode. So a person that's surviving, would you rather, like, think about it? Oh, I'm surviving. How you ask somebody, how are you doing? I'm surviving. How would you look at that person? Like, dang, no, I'm thriving. I'm doing good. I'm great. How does that sound? Isn't that a big difference? So would you want to date somebody that's on a survival mode or somebody that's okay and good with their psychological state of mind, good with their financial, where they are financially and emotionally and all that? That's the whole thing I don't like about the whole survival mode thing. Like, it's not our job to take a woman out of survival mode. It's not a man's job to do that. It's not a man's job to take a woman out of survival mode so she can let her hair back so she can be a woman. No, you need to be a woman before you even get to a man. A woman in survival mode does not need to date. A man in survival mode does not need to date. Nobody in survival mode needs to date. Period. And that's what I had to say about that, because I don't like the whole savior complex. And like I said, I went from the men's side and the women's side. It's not an attack on anything. Facts are not attacks. Facts are not attacks. That is a fact. A person that is in a psychological state of mind that is unstable should not be dating. And survival mode means that there's no stability there, whether it's financial, emotional, or it's psychological. There's no stability. If there is no stability, then it should not be venturing out. You see what I'm saying? It's not stable. So if you're not stable within yourself, you can't search for stability outside. It's not exterior, it's interior. That's one thing right there that needs to be fixed within yourself, man or woman. But that's all I got to say on that right there. That's my whole thing with that. I'm out.
They be like, oh, so you rapping now? I line them up with the bars and I punch them like Pacquiao. Look at the